this is after I posted the latest podcast with the whole, Agita drama stuff. And Agita, everyone's eaten and, had, I had leftover food and everything, and they had flavors that they liked. And Agita was thinking about chasing one of the babies. I said, don't even think about it. So she came into this room, and of course one of the babies followed her. And one of the babies is sitting on top of that thing. She's looking at herself. Rather than look at one of her brothers, at her dad, she's just looking at herself in the mirror. And we've got one of the babies there. We've got the other baby there. And I'm just sitting here in case she decides to try to get an attack or something. But she was kind of growling at her brothers who were under the bed, not really bothering her, but I'm going, okay, if you really want alone time, then I picked the brothers up and I took them out, and they're probably both sitting right outside the door. Yes, they are. Of course they are. And this one, I gave her some toys to play with, and I'm just sitting here. Now, I'll go spend some time with them out there. This is what we used to do when the boys were babies. Except it was reversed. Boys would be here and Agita would be out there. And I spent time the next day. And I did let Agita spend the night in her room with the door shut. I mean, she seemed to win time to herself. So I'm looking, if you sleep better, if you want the time, food, everything is in there. So both the babies slept outside her door again. But in the morning, I opened the door, and everybody had treats together, and then Agita came and slept on the bed with me, and babies were in the hall. And now, everybody seems to be back to normal, so I'm not going to shut the door. Hello, everybody. I'm here at Furkenpug. I walked here. It's about 12, 14 degrees. Feels a little cooler by the lake. Had some pool this morning. It's okay. And the kids seem to be getting along, so I left everybody, particularly Agita doesn't seem to be chasing the boys, and the boys seem to be leaving her alone, so I just left everybody loose in the condo, like I have for the last 2 years. So hopefully they're going to just, get along peacefully as they have been for a couple of years. So I came here having a veggie burger, Coke, fries. I'm sitting on this bench where I often sit in summer and early fall. A little coolish because of the breeze, but still, as I said, it's 12 degrees. It's bright compared to my friend in another province who's dealing with a huge snowstorm. So, good morning, everybody. One of the babies there. And Agita is running around here. Now, the good news is everything is back to normal in her house. And when I went to bed at night, all three kids were on the bed again. Agita was on the corner, and after about 10-15 minutes, the babies came. So Agita was there, and the babies came, and one was like right up there, and one was there like a 2-foot distance. And they knew to keep the distance from the sister, so everybody was fine. And they slept like that for like an hour. And then one baby got up, and then Agita got up. And during the night, I think both babies were on the bed with me. And in the morning, got up, gave everybody treats. And after that, one baby was on the bed with me, one baby here. And Agita came running from somewhere, the living room or the other room. But I don't have to shut the doors anymore. We're back to open door policy. There's a momentary glitch there. So everything is completely back to normal. And now, just going to feed the kids, and I have to go to scenic Mississauga to, run an errand and meet an acquaintance and do some stuff and have lunch. So that's what's happening. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm here at Maharaja Bog. I've shown this before in podcasts, and an acquaintance is meeting me here for lunch. And for once, I arrived on time. Usually, I'm late, but he'll be here soon. And in the meanwhile, this is the one where they bring it's not a buffet, it's all you can eat, it's all entirely vegetarian, and they bring the food to you. Now, they've got a new thing here. We just had one, and it's called Pani Puri, and I've had it at the other place, at Barar's, the buffet. I don't think I was doing it right. Everybody, I met my acquaintance here, and he had to leave. So we had quite an interesting conversation, and I've sent him links to podcasts before. usually not the ones where I'm discussing more of the, the addictive stuff, So I'm like, we've met for lunch a couple of times, and, and you know me, I don't really hold back, And he's quite open to, so I shared a bit, without nitty-gritty details, but, some of the details that, in terms of some of the struggles that I'm dealing with, and he provided a non-judgmental ear, and said it was good. So I have very, very few friends, and as I said, if I'm going to actually go have lunch with someone and hang out with them occasionally, I'm not going to hold back. I mean, I don't want to say stuff that will make the other person feel uncomfortable, but I did say he was very. He said, they offered. He said, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. So I appreciate that. He said, so it was good. For going out and meet somebody and have lunch, I'm willing. I don't really hold back, and I ended up telling him about my structure, and I talked about Carrie Fisher keeps coming up in my podcasts, and that and her struggles that she was open about too. She podcast was a postcard from the edge. That's mine, a podcast from the edge. Okay, of course, on the way back, I had to stop at the casino. I was kind of coming past it, and with all the polls, and then talking to that person and all of that stuff. I was like, oh, casinos. I was a Zeus machine. So I think I'm down a couple of $100. If I can walk out even or down a couple of $100, I'm like, okay, good enough. Anyway, thanks, Zeus. Bye for now. Now this one is Cronus, the father of Zeus. Getting some respins on the Zeus. I was down. I'm really pulled into this now. But it's okay, as my friend keeps saying, it's just money. Okay, I got really badly caught again today in the it of the casino. I don't know, talking to acquaintance at lunch, it seems a little worse. Afterwards, I'm like, I just want to go to casino. So but I had been thinking of casino just because the other thing has been so strong and for so long. And as I've said, this is not a good control burn. Don't advise it to anyone else. Today was particularly dangerous because I had my Visa cards on me, and I did access it. It's okay, as my friend said, it's only money, it's not the health thing. Only once or twice I've seen people carried out on stretchers from here, I guess old people, stroke or heart attacks. I think it's very, very rare. So health-wise, yeah, But I was talking to my acquaintance about it a little bit today. That I really do consider this to be one of the worst of my addictions, because it is so compulsive. But compared to the other one, as we keep saying, it's only money. So, but I managed to walk out. I accessed quite a bit, but I was feeding Zeus machine. And finally, and I got some spins, and I'm still down quite a bit, but I'm like, I walked out with like $300-400 on me, which is, for me, I was like going, if I don't do this now, I'm just going to access every dollar I can access. And it's not going to go bode well for the other thing. If I can't at least stop at some point here. So I stopped. Guess what? I'm in the casino again. Like, the pull for the other thing was so strong. So I ended up coming here, and I'm eating in their thing here. It's a little expensive, but it's okay. It's keeping me up. I'm even right now, but it's keeping me from gambling, so it's good. It's the first meal I've had since yesterday lunch. Yesterday evening, I just didn't have the energy to eat or take meds or anything. Anyway, bye for now. Couldn't walk out, obviously. I ate. Playing Zeus machine. Zeus takes, and Zeus gives. Tends to take more than he gives. Very stern-looking Zeus. What did I get on this? All that noise and flashing for like $20 or something. Anyway, bye for now. With a lot of difficulty, I managed to walk out. I had a win of about $600, $650, something like that, and then I fit some of it back in, and I got a little bit back. Then all going to go right back into machines. But I got an email from my head of profits friend, so I just sat at a machine and replied to her. They're having like major snowstorms. So, and then I kind of broke the momentum a little bit, and I gambled a little bit more, but I walked out with some cash on me. Up for today, a couple of $100 up for today. Down quite a bit if you count yesterday. Yesterday I lost quite a bit, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This whole thing is not about money. This whole thing is about rechanneling, bad rechanneling, not a good rechanneling, but it's a very powerful controlled burn. It burned down another city, not the one that you're trying to save, but it's still it's a distraction from the other one, because this is just as powerful in many ways. Being in there is one of the highest highs I've ever had. Okay, there's a takeout kind of Manchurian place, Himalayan kitchen, right across the road from the casino, which is over there. So I'm just getting a takeout fish curry to have later, So, because yesterday I didn't eat it all at night. I am home. I'm sober. A little broke, but sober. I got some takeout food later. So last night I just didn't eat it all. Had no appetite after just so pulled down by everything. But now it's like, okay, I managed to walk out again. I mean, not a couple of $100 in my pocket up, but it's still down overall the last couple of days. But it doesn't matter at this point. As I said, keep saying, for me, this is a controlled burn. This is about rechanneling into something also very, very addictive, very compulsive, but safer health-wise. Just good morning, everybody. Had a good night. Baby's on the bed with me most of the night, and Agita was sleeping in the hall or in the living room. And now we got up. We had some treats, and then we went back to bed. And Agita is very nicely settled there. One of the babies there, and the other baby on that perch. So everything's back to normal. Pull is a little less now. I don't think I'm going to need a controlled burn at the casino today. I had to go hard on the casino a couple of days because the pool was so strong for the other thing. But beat it, and we'll see though. Just go day by day, but I think I don't need to go to the casino today. I think I'm going to be okay. So I may just go to have lunch, or I may go to town, go to the art gallery, walk around. It's a nice day, so I might do that. That's a much better rechanneling distraction than the casino. A lot cheaper, so a lot less stressful. Good morning with the kids. Gita's sitting there right by one of the babies under the chair there, and the other baby is there. I talked to my contractor who's back from his vacation, and apparently the plumber did install the tub upstairs, but is waiting on the shower because my contractor has to do the tiling under the shower first, and has to build one wall on one side because it's it needs two walls. So it's got one on the back and it needs one on the side. So he's got to do all that. So he's working on that Monday, Tuesday. So I'm going to make a trip on Tuesday, meet my contractor, and I got to pay the plumber for the first part of the work. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Better rechanneling than casino and drive. And, I haven't even seen the railing get installed yet. I saw it when it was, on the floor in the kitchen. So and I get to meet my contractor, and pretty open with him. And I told him, I made it 12 and a half weeks, and then he kind of saw it coming. He said, at 11 weeks you were really struggling. My other friend. Hey, from the bus, I'm just walking along here, and I redeposited the few $100. Still down, of course, but the few $100 I still had in my pocket from yesterday casino as a bag back there, just because I don't want to have it in my pocket. I think that there's less pull towards the casino now, towards the other thing, and also towards the casino now, because I kind of rode that whole casino thing out, and now my contractor is back. Talking to him and setting up, going to meet him on Tuesday, and I got to pay for the plumber for the first part of the work, so I can't be like spending all my money in slithering or casinos or anything like that. So I put that money back in, and it was a beautiful day. So I'm just walking along, a little bit overly warmly dressed, but I don't want to take a chance. And I'm gonna go have a nice all-you-can-eat supper or lunch, late lunch. Just because I haven't had a really nice all-you-can-eat in a while. I haven't been eating much because it's a dynamite taco. So a shrimp sushi thing in the taco. That's avocado hand roll. That's hot and sour soup. Dim sum. I've eaten some of them already. This place is mostly dim sum and appetizer-y stuff. So I got vegetable spring rolls because the shrimp ones are very good. And then this is a deep fried shrimp dumpling and salmon. So see how I make with this round and maybe one more round. We'll see. Bye for now. The inside of those fried sushi ones, but I didn't like the outside, and I left the crust of those. I finished everything that I ordered. I'm quite full. It was all very fried stuff, and So I like the desserts here. This is a deep fried sesame ball. These are deep fried banana tempuras. Everything is kind of fried. And then this is my favorite green tea ice cream, 2 scoops. All that for like $30 plus tax and tip. It's a good deal. I'm very full. So I'm going to finish this. I really like these desserts. I haven't been here in about a month. I think I came just before I started the last binge. So I'm going to go up, have a look. So far, everything here I think I've seen before. So we'll go up, see what's upstairs, any changes, and look around a bit, and then head back. Bye for now. Slithery. I spent some time upstairs in the Caribbean exhibition, and so there was like a 20-minute film. So sort of an artistic film. It was actually quite interesting. Here I am again. Pull was again very strong today. So very close to doing the other thing, but I came here instead. I'm down a bit, but it's okay. I'm playing. It's rechanneling. I'm trying some different machines. They're all the same. Anyway, one selection related. My first meal of the day, veggie burger here at the casino. I'm down 200-300, but at this point it doesn't really matter. I just want to be able to walk out without accessing everything I can access. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, at least I'm eating at 5:30. Bye for now. This is a different style of Zeus machine. It's like one of those big arcadey ones. I think I'm going to win. I'm still down, but it's okay. It's playing. What I'm at now is called Burning the Burn in my system. The control burn is completely burnt now because I cannot walk out. Even if I have winnings, even if I go up, I just feed it, and then every dollar I can access from the ATM, I just compulsively, it's a possession. It's a different kind of rodent weasel. It's a casino rodent weasel. So anyway, that's what's happening. I won't be able to leave here until I've accessed. I'm pretty close to the full, and you don't want to know how much, but I'm pretty close to all I can. I'm going to have to cash our RSPs again. So anyway, as my friend out of province keeps saying, the good thing about this is it's only money. It's not health as well. I mean, if I'd been doing the other thing by now, I would have been pretty bad shape, So this way, I'm sober. I'm just, really stressed, really, compulsive, really broke. Well, for now, so all I can access kind of thing. Anyway, bye for now. Before, I think the good thing about the good thing, quote unquote, is that at least I can show here in the podcast with my very, very few viewers what compulsion and addiction really is like. I can't show the other thing because it's, it's not legal and it's, other people are involved. But this one is just me and the machines, so, I can show it, just how compulsive this thing is. Anyway, bye for now. I can't tell you how difficult it is to actually walk out with. There's still a couple of $100 left on me, but at this point I'm just so, it's burnt out. I actually started walking out, and then I went back to that machine because the guy came and fixed it. And I won a little bit of money in it, and I started feeding the money back into it, and then I started to walk out again, and then I turned around and I went back in. And fortunately, there was somebody sitting at that machine. And I was, going to just loiter and wait until, because, compulsively, the remaining couple $100 on me, I'm kind of, the pull is to just feed it into the machines. It's probably the worst of addictions in terms of compulsiveness and possession. But I was just like, I'm not going to sit there waiting. My kids have been alone. It doesn't matter. $200. I'm a lot down. Of course, I'm back here at the Zeus machine. I'm winning a bit. I didn't back the maximum, but I'm still getting some money. It's still up for now. Okay. Of course, I took out more money and I'm playing the other style of Zeus machine. This is more like an arcade game. I think I got something. Probably not all that much. Zeus did something and he's turned kind of golden. I haven't played this machine before. Still here, still down a lot. We're going to be here until I lose all the money I can access. So this is really burning the control burn. Just not going to work anymore. Hey, I'm just about to gamble the last 20 I can get from accounts and juggling, and you don't want to know how much I've spent today and yesterday. But anyway, and I feel I'm at this moment where I'm like going, it's not the winning, it's not the losing, it's just like I lose it's just like an addict. I am an addict. This is just as addictive as any substance, because it's like, it's like it's just about to run out. This is the last little bit of it, that $20 is the last, and then there's no more. And then I'm already starting to panic over this. But it's okay. I'm completely out now. I've accessed everything I can. I'm going to feed you all of these. It's like $2, $1. I'm going to feed all of these in and check in my pocket for change. The loonies, I'll go change that. It's just like a substance, except it's it's a process thing instead of a substance thing. So, but it's exactly the same. They do say that slot machines are the crack cocaine of the gambling world. It's very true. So, acting like a crack addict, looking for tiny little bits on the carpet, kind of thing. I'm kind of looking over. Did I drop a token? Did I drop it? Well, I'm going to feed all of these in. The ones that came out in the small amounts, $3, $2. So I'm going to feed all of those in. And then I'm going to be forced to head back to the kids. And I can't access any more from, my own bank. ATMs, I'm maxed for the day. So that's, I'm done. And then this is this is really burning the burn. Because I cannot, when I get to this point of I cannot walk out without accessing every single dollar I can, then it's like, it's not useful anymore. Even though my friends, they're like going, well, at least you're alive. You might be broke, but it's better than doing the other thing, because that thing is, health-wise risky and mixed substances, and you just keep going, and then you overdo it. So, in that sense, yeah. I mean, the control burn is not very controlled, but it works. It's, as I keep saying, I don't recommend this for anyone. So anyway, Zeus, I've made a lot of offerings to you. Great Zeus. So Zeus taketh, but doesn't giveth much. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, it's a walk of shame. This is now through. I parked in the new above-ground parking lot, so I have to walk through the new wing of the casino. Pretty awful. It's just like a big warehouse. And I've gambled in here today too. Lost money here, lost money everywhere. But every dollar I can access is gone. So I guess this is a walk of shame. Hello everybody, it's 11:11, and we got one of the babies there, and hear him meowing, I hear him meowing. Agita there, and the other baby is there. Just fed the kids. I had a good night. The baby's on the bed with me. Agita came on the bed in the morning after the babies got up, and just got up, fed the babies, fed Agita, and there's still a pull for casino, in spite of how harrowing it was yesterday, how much money I accessed. But today I would have to go to a bank machine. I have to anyway, and transfer from line of credit, and which I have to pay back eventually. But it's, as I said, I'll have to cash RSPs. We'll deal with that later. But right now the pull is to go back to the casino, even though it's horrendous. it was, walking out was just so difficult. And I had to feed every dollar I could access. And then, and then even at that point, just walking out was just, it was like a release. But it was awful, and just feeding compulsively, like total possession. It's more of a possession than the other thing, Now, doesn't have the health issues, which is why my friends are, So I just got an email from my out-of-province friend saying, I suppose you're staying in today because I spent so much yesterday, and it was awful, which is all very true, but there's still a pull. It was so strong. It's so strong. But I'm not going to. It's okay. I'm not going to. I have to cut that off, And I'm just about to head out. There's still a pull for casino. Well, I promised the kids I'm not going to, and I'm not going to. Yesterday and the day before, and I cannot do it anymore. So I'm about to go out and look. She doesn't look too happy about this, but she's not chasing him. Now, see, there's a little bit of... She's not pleased. Sweetheart, why are you, there are so many other places in the house. You know that she's not happy. She's going to chase you in a second. And the other one is around here. Hello, everybody. I'm here at a Thai Vietnamese place just opposite Sherwood Gardens. It's over there. And not too far from the sort of 2 plazas over the PetSmart, where I got some stuff for the kids. And there was pull, of course, for casino, but I managed not to, and I did promise the kids when I was going out. I said, Daddy promises no casino today, and no other thing. So once I made that promise, I'm good for the day. I only make that when I'm pretty sure I can keep it. Difficulty, but I can keep it. So this is going to be the first day clear. So I'm like going. I went to PetSmart and I'm like going. Oh, and I did go to the bank and had to shuffle just at the ATM just to make sure there's money to clear bills and things. So then I haven't been to this place before, but I've seen it, and it's not too far from the PetSmart, and I'm like, let's try it. It's good. It's $20 for one dish, but that's how much it costs everywhere now. And lots of vegetables, so shrimp, spicy shrimp, and you have to pay extra for the rice, and then they cook. So it's 30 plus. But then compared to the casino, that's like a couple of spins, and you don't get anything. Here I'm putting the money in, and I'm getting food. So it makes a lot more sense. But then nothing about addiction or gambling is logical. I actually used to lecture. There's a thing called the gambler's fallacy. I'm not going to go into it right now. But anyway, so I'm like, the stuff I used to lecture about and, the theories about, I'm living now, day by day. But anyway, so again, I've got both perspectives. So that's what's happening. I suppose it's so far so good. It's 1 day clear now of the gambling thing. So we're going to have to start another. It's a full 4 weeks clear of the other thing and a week clear of the gambling. And the gambling, a day. A month clear of the other, a day of the gambling. 1 day one. So the gambling thing, yes, there's no health things compared to the other, but it's very, very, very compulsive. Actually, in some ways more compulsive than the other. And it's also very expensive. Very expensive, So, because, when you're at that level of losing that I am. So it's okay, I've stopped it, It served its purpose. It's not a controlled burnout suggest to anyone, but it worked. Anyway, that's what's happening. A little more shopping. The kids thought I was going to go to the casino. And they're like, and one baby went to sat on the bed with a sister who, chased him off. But I told them I'm not going to be that late. So just finish this, little shopping, back to the kids, and then edit and post. Bye for now. I'm enjoying the foods. The last few days I've been eating, in the cafeteria at the casino. Pizzas, slices, stuff like that. Anyway, this is real food. First time in a while. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. I got back a few minutes ago, and we've got Agita there. We've got one of the babies there, going to head under the bed. And we've got the other baby here. And after the supper, I stopped at Sobeys and I get some groceries, such as some plant-based sausages and bread and kitty litter and stuff like that, and oranges. And then I came back. And the kids were a little surprised to see me because they thought I'd gone to the casino and I'd been gone for hours. But I think they were happy. I'm happy to be back. There was there was pull today. I mean, even though usually there isn't. When I burn out the casino burn and I go to the max, and then I just kind of, I usually, the next day I'm just like, okay, that's it, I'm done. Today there was still a pull. And that's just because I went so deep into the previous thing. And then when I tried to counteract it with the so-called controlled burn, the controlled burn got completely out of control and it went maximum. And even when I get to the maximum, there's still pull. But that's okay. I'm doing it back to one day at a time on this one. So it's a week clear of the main thing and day one clear of the casino. So we got two addictions we're juggling, whatever, So now I'm like one day at a time. Tuesday I'm supposed to be going to see my contractor at the house, and that's the other thing. For a month he's been away. There's been no work on the house, so that wasn't a rechanneling. That wasn't a distraction. I never went to the house. So now I'm hoping that will, rechannel the energy that was going into the casino. But the casino is, I've said this before, and I think I've showed it too, is just and I'm not the only person. There's like the compulsive gamblers. They just get people, just gamble and gamble and gamble. They can't leave until that's what being a compulsive gambler means, You can't leave until you've accessed everything you can access, So it's really a very, very compulsive addiction, Now, I do have funds. They're limited. I'm I could have cash and RSP stuff like that, and but it's okay. I mean, but I can't afford to keep going at this rate. I mean, that one the 1 week, and it was pretty much a whole week. But this time around, it was sort of needed because the other one was so strong. We're approaching a month, and it is a month. It's a month for the other one. And the other one, I went very deep into shadow. The harder stuff and, more slithering and variety of slithering. So it has been, I mean, harder. It's been a very tough month because now the good news is the control burn, I mean, it was expensive and it's very stressful in its own right. And you just can't leave. And I was spending hours there and I didn't want to go. And then I went and then I couldn't leave and then all of that stuff. But it did sort of work in terms of reducing the craving for the other thing, It really dampens the pull for the other one. But that's because this is so, expensive and so consuming and so compulsive that nothing else really matters. Even the other addictions, like going, it takes a backstage to this. So now that this one, I'm really hoping the casino thing is done. I made day one. And it was hard to do the day one on this time around. So now that the casino one is done, I'm really hoping it's going to be lower, that the other one remains low, that it doesn't like ping pong back and forth, So as I said before, I'm kind of doing these self-experiments on myself because it's really just me and the kids. And even the casino thing is not good for the kids because I'm gone for like hours and then I come back and I'm stressed. And they, but they come and they cuddle with me at night. And they were there yesterday. They were like, Agita does. I mean, she gets a little frustrated and she chases her brothers, but they seem to be okay with it. They want to go and sit on the bed with her. I mean, So anyway, I think that it is very much a return to the ordinary world as well, because the whole casino thing, that's another underworld. It's just a sub-level. It's a different level of the underworld, different casino weasels, different pull. So, I mean, the pull isn't all that different because it's a high. it's not about money. It's about the high, So it is tapping into that same energy. It's just a different way of getting that high, So and it's very compulsive, So that whole thing, it was also alternate world, and I am returning. But I've done day one, So and in this one, day ones are the hardest, So I've done day one, and I think I'm going to be okay. For both of them for a while at least. Well, a day at a time. So I made one day. Now I just have to make tomorrow. And I got lots of food and stuff, and I don't have to go out if I don't want to. And I got the kids, and there's some series I went to binge watch on streaming. So that hopefully tomorrow, and then Tuesday I make a day trip. So that's what's happening. It's been a tough week. I don't know how much of it I'm going to be able to show because there's a lot of material. So, and I did have lunch with an acquaintance, and I talked a bit to the acquaintance, but it didn't really help. If anything, talking just kind of, after that I went directly to a casino, So, but it's, I've done day one, and I think the worst is over for the casino. I really, really hope so. And I think it is, if it wasn't, I'd be there right now. So that's sort of a good sign, that I'm here and I'm doing this, So, from the four of us, so we got one baby there, and we got one baby there, and we've got Agita here. So, I suppose the main news is positive. It's been very, very, very tough. Tougher than ever before, but I've made a month on the main one, I've made a month, and that is having gone deeper on that last one and gone harder, into substances than ever before. So I've made a month, and I had to use the control burn, the big guns, fire with fire, as I said to someone, fighting fire with nuclear energy. But at least the fire is dampened, There may be an atomic fallout, but the fire is dampened. So at least I can laugh about it. But the main thing is, I'm clear. I'm clear of the main thing. It's a month, very, very difficult month, but I've made it. And I had to use the nuclear, energy to fight the fire, but it seems to have worked as long as there's no major fallout from the nuclear thing. That has to die down a bit, and I think I'm okay. Because as I said, I'm not in a casino. I'm here, so that's good news, So from the four of us, one Agita there, and one baby here, and my biggest pushes. And running around, and my biggest pushes, and the reason I battle, the reason I battle, the reason I put everything I have into not becoming a daily user. So from the four of us, my three kids and myself, the most fucked up, craziest, nuttiest professor to ever walk the face of the earth. We'll keep you posted. More self-experiments. Hopefully a little break now. A little just cruising, for at least a week. We're going for 5 weeks next week. 5 weeks, and then 1 week clear on the casino. That's the goal for next week. So hopefully I can make it with the trip to the house and all that. So anyway, that's it for now. See you next podcast. Bye for now.